Hello. Hi. Welcome to this at 2 a.m. I just got done watching the new Minions movie. So let's frickin' talk about it. I think my camera is just fine, and I'm not going to say anything else. Welcome back to the No Dog Pooping sector, home of the No Dog Pooping. I'm here to talk about Illumination's Minions and Monsters. Now, let me start out by saying right now, I did not want to see this movie. I had no interest in watching this movie. I don't like this franchise. I did not want to see this. However, Ryan Walterson, longtime friend and animation fan man, was like, go see this. Here's your ticket. And I said, no, thank you. And I went to a midnight screening because I thought, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, there won't be any children. And there weren't. So I can tell you that right now, I got to see this movie under the best possible conditions that this movie could have had. But it's a Minions movie. Does it even really matter? Well, I can't burp during this review. Okay. So Minions are pretty played out at this point. They've made a lot of these movies. It's an animated franchise where there's like three of them, and that's called what are they? It's the Bad Guy series or whatever they're called. It's not the Bad Guy series. What do they call them again? Oh shit, I can't even remember. But it's just because the Minions have taken over. But it's all about the Minions. But either way, now we're in this new series with the Minions. I don't know how many Minions movies they've made. But here we are with Minions and Monsters. And at this point, they're kind of just like, all right, what are we going to tell? Like, this is now the Minions story. Like, we have these other Minions, but maybe there's other Minions we could tell stories about. And these Minions are kind of like a vehicle for just like hot air cartoon characters in a way, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. But basically the story of this movie is actually, welcome to Hollywood. Did you know that the Minions actually saved Hollywood and started the golden era of movies? Oh, well, let me show you. And as a guy with a film studies degree that has an intimate knowledge with the history of film, this was kind of awesome to watch in the most surreal way possible. When I tell you that they start at the beginning, they literally show in this movie the first footage ever recorded of film, when film was invented, which is when they photographed a running horse. The way they wanted to capture an image to see if the horse actually got off the ground. But the first image or film that was ever recorded was a running horse. And then there's like a running dog and stuff like that. And they start the movie there. And from there, the movie goes into just like, imagine if the Minions, imagine a fever dream of all the old black and white movies and just old Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin with the Minions injected into it, which kind of sounds like putting a hat on a hat because, you know, like those are slapstick, but it really works. And I had no expectations from this movie, but I never would have believed the next words that are about to come out of my mouth. Minions and Monsters, best Evil Dead movie of the last like 10, 15 years, man. The plot of this movie is literally the Minions discover film, and over the course of their adventures, they've found the Necronomicon, basically. For all intents and purposes, they found the Necronomicon. And if you don't know what that is, it's a book that when you read from it in Evil Dead 2, it makes all the trees assault people in the worst imaginable way possible, amongst other spells. So in the Minions version, they go to the Necronomicon pages of giant monsters and kaijus. And this movie has some of my favorite energy that a kids movie can have, where I like to describe it as Aqua Teen Hunger Force for kids. You know, Dog Man. What other movie did the Aqua Teen, or not Aqua, the Teen Titans? Too many teens. Teen Titans. Teen Titans goes into that territory of Teen Titans Go to the Movies, goes to that territory of having just this surreal element of not really being about that much of a story. Teen Titans kind of has its cake and eat it too, in a way where it is saying some poignant, but that's because it's a musical, sidebar. But this isn't interested in having a deep lesson like something like Toy Story that can be maybe even a little bit profound. This is someone who loves the shit out of movies, and they love silly stuff, and they got the keys to the castle, and that castle's a Minion castle, and I will be goddamned they made Lemonade, dude. I don't like any of the movies in here. This has a chance to make my top 10 this year. I thought that this was wonderful. Like, this is a movie that is designed to be seen on drugs. This is what the potential of your goofy animated movie. Like this, it's a perfect example. On one side, you got Toy Story, smart kid animation. On the other side, you have delightfully nonstop animation that is tons of fun. And that's okay. It's an hour and 30 minutes. By the time it was done, I was done. But I was laughing until the last second of this movie. I thought this was a blast. I can't believe it either, okay? I cannot believe it. This shit was great. It was a ton of fun. I think that the worst thing is that, you know, there's a lot of bits that are just, they're right out of tons of movies, you know? It has, like, on a small scale version, like, I think that there's some really amazing homages that are very subtle. You know, like, there's certain shapes that are clearly mimicking, that I noticed, other iconic shapes. Like, I could go into detail if I had, like, frames of the movies. And I can say that with confidence. I don't care if you agree or not. But I'll tell you that what they do with this franchise here, this is setting the bar very high. But I'll tell you, I mean, on the double toasted scale, I would give this a full price, at like 8.5, almost a 9 out of 10, dude. This is great. Like, I thought that this was going to be like a horrible experience, but it was, if I didn't like there was only like one or two jokes that really made me groan. And I thought that was just awesome. I think that this is a rare occurrence where, you know, we're 9 movies into a nightmare franchise and they kind of nailed it. I love this. I can't believe it, dude. Way better than Supergirl. A wonderful surprise, dude. A bunch of thumbs up. Yeah. All right. End of review.